guys. Let's see. You can, this might be a better way of looking. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm at the DuPont Circle Metro stop. A lot of construction. They need it. But I'm walking home. I'll be going live as soon as I get home. But I want to, let me see if I can, well, I've changed it up there. I want to do a video on NIXX.com, NIXX. And I want to be clear, I'm not telling you this so that you sell finger or sell any other position. I think this is a trade, let's say 30 days to 45 days. It could be longer, but I'm going to give you how I see it. You have to adjust that things always turn out differently than we expect. It's going to be bright, very bright, too bright. So, there, that's better. So anyway, let me just give you the bullet points. I'm not going to take, as I walk, I'll try to, and I showed you the charts. But basically, yesterday, I made the buy recommendation of NIXX at 282, NIXX. It's not financial advice because I don't know you personally, but I'm putting a recommendation out there because I'm tired of just waiting and doing nothing. I want to have something to watch, and I think we can potentially make some money. This is going to be loud. Let me turn the phone. This is going to be loud for a little bit, so let's get across. Okay, so here's the story. NIXX has, according to Yahoo, has 12.7 million shares outstanding. 12.7. According to the news release they just put out, insiders have agreed, the sentence was, insiders have agreed to not exercise their right to shares in the Cogno distribution. I'm sorry, I told you to be loud. So those insiders own 75%, it says in the news, of the outstanding shares. So I'm a little slow on the uptick there, but that's probably something like 9 million shares the insiders own. There's 12 million outstanding, 12.7 million. The float, according to Yahoo, is 3 million shares, 3.1 million shares. I'll show you that in a minute. Now, I caution that the numbers you see on Yahoo or OTC Market aren't always 100%, and they can change. But that's what's on Yahoo as of this morning. So it's a very low float. Insiders own more than the float, it seems like, by at least 3x. Maybe it's only 2x. And there's only about 13 million shares outstanding. So, Recruiter.com, which is the shell, by looking at the chart, clearly took toxic financing. I can't help this noise. It's endless. The whole city's under construction. And it was driven down mercilessly. Well, over the last year, the stock clearly has the The wind is blowing. The stock clearly has, where am I? Yeah, this is good. The stock clearly has been in an area of support. It's a rising trend line, and it's basically in the $2 range, give or take. That's where the stock is, $2.82. So it's $2 to $3 now. It's rising. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, the stock had a huge move to $5.50 and then sold off back into support. Last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? I'll show you on the chart. You can look it up. It ran to 12 pre-market and then opened at $8. It was 52 million shares, and that's a lot of churning, and I doubt that very many shorts got covered. Maybe some, but I doubt it. What happens is the algorithms go against each other. So anyway, looking at the chart, I think the stock has a very good chance of breaking out, and obviously 5 would be one target, and I think that could happen very quickly. Then sort of that 8 to 10 range, maybe 12, which is what it ran to on the pre-market, but something like that. And I think that could happen. Some part of that move could happen next week. Why? On November 15th, there's an ex-dividend date for a distribution of a stock dividend company. I think it's called Conago. I'll show you here in a second. It's hard to pronounce. See, everything you renovate is under contract. As soon as it's finished, it's sold. There's my puppy dog. All right, let me show you. I think I told you everything I wanted to tell. Okay, here's, I'll walk away from that conversation. I'm trying to do this quickly. This is Yahoo Finance. Anyway, you can see the NIXX. You can't see more than that. And then down here you see the numbers I just gave you. I'll read them out to you. Outstanding shares, 12.7 million. Float, 3.1 million. And let me now read the news story where I get the other data from. Well, here's the first story that came out. Yeah, here it is. It's all in one story. NIXX details strategic growth. See? And it came out November 1. Letter of intent, 8K. They're getting into the gifts business, wholesale business, which is a $25 billion a year number. They do $10 million a year this year in revenue, $4 million of profit. And from what I understand, that may double next year. Anyway, they're targeting acquisitions to get to the $1 billion range. I mean, you can do the arithmetic if there's only 13 million shares out, but obviously as they do acquisitions, there'll be more. But it implies a much higher price. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that in yellow right there? I'll hold it there for a second. A little longer. Let this guy walk by so he doesn't think I'm a loony as I talk to you. I'll read you what that sentence says. Investors representing approximately 75% of NIXX's currently outstanding shares have verbally waived their participation in the distribution of spin-off shares. So anyway, using that arithmetic, 75% insiders of the outstanding shares, there's 12.7 million shares out. 3/4 of that is 9 million, and the float's only 3 million. And the float might be a little bit higher than that, but that's the only public data. I just showed it to you. All right, now and then the other thing is this company. Let me just stop. I'm trying to get home. I'm trying to do too many things. People talking behind me. NIXX announced that November 15th would be the record date for its spinoff of Atlantic Energy Solutions, which will be renamed Cogno Group. So that's November 15th. I think that's a reason to buy it before then. Does it go to 8? Maybe not.